Are y'all ready? I'm ready.
I want to ride my bicycle. My friend. I told him I wanted to find open space. He suggested we bike across the west. So, with my sister, we did. There are no roads along the northwest coast. So when we hit the ocean near Vancouver, we hop a ferry to where the road picks up again.
Just blocked out. You're looking through space and all that, then all of a sudden there's a big black box you can't look at, you know.
I was thinking it might be satellites, but Planet X?
Planet X and the Nibiru. Nibiru.
Nibiru?
Yeah, because that's what, see.
Isn't that like, no, it's not Scientology.
But it's connected with all the Mayans and shit, man. The Mayan calendar, that 2012 and all that.
Yeah.
It's all connected, man. So I'm just keeping my eye on it, you know what I mean? I ain't saying 100% this way or that way. I'm just checking it out, man.
I'm going to check it out. Yeah.
I had assumed that a state with only 4 routes wouldn't have a lot of cars. But you know what happens when I assume. For 3 days, we ride in some of the heaviest traffic of the journey. But when it does start to open up, see, Alaska has more areas designated as wilderness than any other state. Wilderness was once synonymous with lawless cruelty. Later, when it was largely disappeared, it took on a romantic flair. But it wasn't legally defined until the 1964 Wilderness Act, where it rather poetically was used to define federal lands maintaining their primeval character and influence, where man himself is a visitor who does not remain. And as an addendum, the Wilderness Act was reinterpreted in 1986 to ban bicycles.
There was a point in the trip where we were like closer to the end than we were to the beginning, you know what I mean? And like before that, it was always like I just felt like I was getting further and further away from home. And now like the further north I get, the closer I feel like I'm getting to home because I'm getting closer to the end. But remember, like, as soon as we're leaving Texas, I had to like get my mind in the mode, like just don't even think about home, just get in the mode of just kind of
just leaving the state.
Yeah.
I found myself just since we got off the ferry, like I think I was so psyched up for that I've just been like pushing to that, and now suddenly it's like I've definitely and I found a lot of my motivation in the past like week has just been zapped. Like for the first time since leaving Texas, I'm really just like I kind of want to go home. You know.
Mace. 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 We got mace. Bear. Mace. Mace to the face. Spray it in your face. Spraying this mace all over the place.
Yeah, I kind of like the idea of us staying together.
Yeah.
And having two things of mace. Because then we could all kind of form a circle, and there'd be 2 things of mace between us all.
You don't think you got yourself good enough?
They're all over my face.
They're all over me too. I think they just don't care.
It's gonna be gross.
It's a day in either direction to food, phone, or aid.
I have half of mine to just eat a sandwich inside my tent tonight.
I know.
So I have half of mine just to eat a sandwich inside my tent tonight and avoid these mosquitoes. I know. Oh, you're right. I totally have.
Attract the bear.
Yeah, have food inside my tent.
You can eat in your tent and draw the bears, or you can eat far from your tent and get murdered by the bugs. Pick your poison. So, with the whole bush beside us, we cling to the one bench as if it were a life raft.
I didn't have enough rope to get my food that much higher than like right here. So the bear like just goes, ah, and I'll just like open it up and all my shit will come raining out on him. Let's just hope I have enough food. Chris! There's a bear out here. There is a bear! Don't run! Don't run! No, you're running right now, dude. He's looking over here now.
That's a grizzly too.
Yeah.
The bears. Holy shit. You got bear mace?
Yeah.
Can we go down this way so we're by the people's RVs if we need them?
Those people aren't gonna be able to help us.
No, if we can get in their RVs. We have no protection otherwise.
I think the last thing we need to do is just be a huge clump of moving stuff for him to come towards. Bear, 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 bear. Well, right now we're pretty much right in his path if we all start walking that way. Let's start walking away from this area because he's going towards all those campers. He's going to make his way towards, he's smelling stuff out. He's sniffing around. I don't think he's caught the scent of our bikes yet. Guys, mosquitoes are heinous, dude. This has got to be one of the levels of hell.
Mosquitoes or bears about to eat you?
All of the above.
Yeah.
Like,
I feel really vulnerable right now.
what would you rather do?
I almost want to like ask those people. We can just hang out in their campers. Like we have no.
But how are you gonna go? You gonna walk over there right past that door?
No, not right now. But even like.
Oh, there he goes.
Go away.
Go away, bear.
This way. Bear!
I see him.
He's looking right at us. Bear! Bear!
Bear.
Bear, bear.
Bear! See him? No, I can't see him. I literally like slept with like one eye open all night. Every time I wake up, I camp so much now. When I wake up, I don't know where I am most of the time when I'm like half awake. So every time I'd kind of like move and I'd reorient myself where everything was. So if anything, if I heard a bear or something, I could get up and get active really fast. But I was just nonstop awake pretty much.
I gotta say this, which I couldn't say at the time because I was filled with fear. But in hindsight, he was quite beautiful.
That's true. She couldn't say that at the time.
Yeah, that thing looked giant.
It was a big boy.
I think I just like all the stresses of last night and then today and not being able to really rest at all once just makes things just kind of fatiguing, Yeah. I didn't get any sleep. And anytime you try to sit down, just waving off mosquitoes, and even our lunch we couldn't enjoy because there's mosquitoes all over us.
More than anything, I am just excited to go home. I think it was the bear thing a couple days ago. Like, I love that there is still a place where grizzly bears just roam in the state. And I hope it stays that way. I'm not at all for like making it hospitable to people. But like, I had this feeling that night that it was too wild for me. We could have handled the mosquitoes had we been able to get into our tents to eat dinner. But then that would have brought bears. And then had we been able to like have water to clean all of our stuff, then we could have dealt with the bears better. But you know, like we couldn't go down to the water because of the mosquitoes. And I love the idea of Alaska being so big and vast. Like, I'm glad it exists. But that night with the grizzly bear, I was just like, I'm so done with this. I just want to be comfortable. I want to have walls and a window. I've reached my limit. Like, I know where I fit on the spectrum of it. Like, I now know that, like, I don't want to be in the middle of that territory.
That night, I had a dream. But upon waking in the morning, I can't quite remember what it was.
I know. Except for Alaska.
Exactly.
The last frontier.
You can still go out there and probably find the bones of a hiker somewhere.
As we push north, the light becomes hazy and yellow. We hear there are 7 major forest fires burning around us. Around here, they let them burn. I wake with the snow-like dusting of ash on my tent. The smoke makes my eyes sting. I don't have any eye drops. By now, it's only the essentials.
This is my handlebar bag. This is basically the junk drawer of all my stuff. All the weird random little items end up in here.
The last bag is for everything else.
Corn nuts, of course. Those are my gloves. I've gone through about 3 pairs of gloves now, or maybe 4. There's some garbage. Is there anything in there? Garbage. All right. There's a charger for a worthless device. This is my solar charger that worked maybe 5 times and then totally crapped out. Okay, iPod crapped out as well. Here's some candy. I think that's fudge maybe from that Amish store we stopped at maybe like a month ago. That should go in the trash. On the top to a pepper grinder. Yeah, we're getting in the bottom here. I don't think this is really. There's some rocks, a lot of change. It's like a rock, or is that a piece of gum? I have no idea what that is. There's a coffee plunger. You can stop up the hole of your coffee so you can carry it on your bike. Some batteries, yeah. Nope, all this stuff I've used.
I was talking to that guy who was riding the Harley who camped right above us. He was just really nice. He talked kind of like Sam Elliott. And I was like, he was like had a really soft, like gentle voice. And I was like, he's like, yeah, I'm riding. He's like, I'm going up through Canada. I'm gonna ride into Fairbanks, Alaska. I was like, yeah, that's where we're going. We're going about as high as Fairbanks. Oh, really? Oh, that's where you got some adventure ahead of you, my friend. And he's like talking to me. I'm like, oh yeah, this guy's really nice. And I was like, he goes, how far are you going up? I was like, we're gonna go to Fairbanks, but we're eventually gonna go to Prudhoe Bay, but we don't want to ride it because we don't want to ride the Dalton Highway. He goes, that's a trucking route for truckers only. Respect the truckers. They will kill you. Like, he got all serious. I was like, yo, we're not gonna ride it, bro. I just told you. I was like, It's like, okay, man, bring an extra can of gas. It was so funny how it was towed.
The Dalton Highway is a trucking route for truckers only until the 1990s. It's the service road for the Trans-Alaska Pipeline. It's nearly 500 miles long, gravel with 10% grades. No groceries, just a single gas station halfway through. Like the man said, it's a trucking route. It's for truckers. You gotta respect the trucker. "200 miles shy of the Arctic Circle, we realize we can't ride any further. We've paddled 3,500 miles, so it's bittersweet to admit that we can't carry enough groceries to ride the Dalton and back. Just north of the town of North Pole, Alaska, we box up and ship off our bikes. But it feels arbitrary and unresolved. So we rent a truck for a final leg.
We started getting closer to the end. The end started becoming the goal to me, kind of. Alaska's really what I've been looking forward to this whole trip. But yeah, definitely ready to be home.
About 300 miles up the Dalton, we come to the gates of the Arctic National Park. It's bigger than several small states combined. No need for campsite reservations here. It has no reservation system, nor campsites. There ain't even an entrance. You just stop.
Jesus Christ. God! And like make a hole first when you come in. No.
It's insane. How did the camping prospects look?
Oh my God.
That's really funny, Zach.
That's a good video. No, I went out the door. Because they're just so swarmed around the door. I had to like make a hole. I could feel them like bouncing off my hands like buckshot.
Oh, that's freaky.
Oh my God. So we camping here?
Yep. It's perfect.
In their land?
I had some fly up into my pant legs and bite me. Oh my God, dude, she's out there getting killed right now. Oh my God. Oh God. Oh my God. That was a black cloud on you when you ran in.
Oh my God.
That was awful.
I heard you screaming back there.
It was really
That was one of those times where I'm not going to come save you. It's like, would she really want me to come to you right now?
I really had to pee, and I just kept peeing, and all I wanted to do was stop. So I had to just keep going like this because they were like everywhere on me and crawling up my shirt. But then because I was doing this, they were just all over my neck and my face. It was really gross. I honestly, I don't want to get outside. I don't think I'm gonna make dinner or go on a hike.
On the last day, we crossed the Continental Divide one more time. When we emerge, it's in the Arctic watershed. And here, we finally find open space. One of the last wide open spaces on Earth. You could walk straight for 1,000 miles and you'd come to the end of the continent before you cross another fence or hit another road.
Damn, dude. That's the lock off.
I never learned why that stop sign was there, but we stopped. It reminds me of Little Prince when he arrives on a planet vacant but for a street lamp and its attendant. But this vacant planet is the fulcrum of the abstract debate about land conservation. This is the Arctic National Wildlife Refuge. Anwar. The wilderness. The land of no use. And although the Little Prince concedes his empty world is absurd, he declares, since it is beautiful, it is truly useful. But maybe he should have said because it's useless, it's truly beautiful. And I'll bet if you took a comet to his vacant planet, there'd be bottles there too. Dead Horse, Alaska. End of the line.
Prevention is the #1 priority. Should a spill occur, the operator's first line of...
To access the Arctic Ocean, we have to pass through the oil fields.
BP and Phillips are building a fleet of state-of-the-art oil tankers to carry Alaska oil.
To do that, we first have to clear background checks and then watch a half-hour infomercial detailing British Petroleum and Phillips' commitments to environmental good stewardship.
For the past 40 years, we have demonstrated that we can explore and develop Alaska's energy resources in a way that protects the environment while meeting the growing energy needs of the nation.
Is that the ocean?
That's the ocean. North Pole would be about 2 o'clock out here. So we're actually in Prudhoe Bay, which faces out into the ocean.
Brought more clothing down here.
Was it worth it? You're gonna answer that. Trying to help you out here.
What is the question?
Was it worth it?
Yeah.
Ultimately, it was protect the building too. Very well.